searching for my pieces. I'm searching for my pieces.
Hi Libra, welcome to your May 2020 tarot reading with me. I know these videos are late, but I still want to record these messages so that we can reflect on what the hell happened in May. I think May was a crazy month. I know there's a lot going on astrologically considering. So thank you guys who still look back on these messages just to let me know if they still resonate. So we are going to start out with an oracle card for you, Libra. This is something that you might need to hear, and this is the Notes from the Universe on Love and Connection Oracle. Libra, this is your card. Okay, this is so interesting. So we got a card for you. This is the same card that came out for Cancer, I believe. You know what to do. So we've got some cardinal intuition going on here. Libra, you might be dealing with a Libra. You may have Libra energy. You might want to watch that reading. But it's weird. I was shuffling off camera for you, and this card stayed on the table, and I was like, I was drawn to the color personally because, you know, Venus energy, very pink and almost fuchsia burgundy energy, like dark pink here. I don't know if someone likes this color lipstick or something, or shirt. Don't know, but you know what to do. Now this is giving the universe an ability to speak with you this month, Libra. So in all battles of the heart over the mind, go with your heart, because truly it's a lot easier for your mind to catch up with your heart than for your heart to catch up with your mind. A whole lot. Not that I don't love your mind. Of course we love Libra's mind. You guys are very intelligent. But you know, it's interesting. Similar to Cancer, you've got this whole heart and mind energy going on, and you know, it's Venus is in Gemini retrograde, and Mercury is also in Gemini, so it makes sense. You know, Venus in Gemini already brings the head and the heart together in weird ways. Bottom of the deck is what you give will come back. What you give will come back. When in doubt, give. Let them have it. Surrender. Make peace. When there's no doubt, give, let them have it, surrender, and make peace. Did I make life too easy? The universe. P.S. There's no doubt who is number one in my book. Shh. So you guys might want to pause that. Very witty messages here, okay? There's also something here about convincing yourself and not others this month, Libra, okay? Because you give what you get. What you give will come back to you, okay? But, yeah, that head and that heart stuff. Something about knowing what to do. And maybe there's something here about, you know, Libra, I think you usually do know what to do in your head, regardless of the indecisive energy that people say about you, you know, and you're ruled by Venus, so you're a pretty good combination of the head and the heart. I'm interested to know, we're going to get started with the tarot, but I'm interested to know how Taurus and Gemini season is for you. We do have that season going on in May. We go into June under, you know, Gemini energy, and then at the end of June we go into Cancer. We'll talk about that next month. This month we started in Taurus. We're going to go through what was going on there, and that is similar energy to you. It's earth energy, but it's your sister sign when it comes to being ruled by Venus. Venus rules both Taurus and Libra, so that season probably brings in a certain amount of abundance for you, and beauty and energy like that, love maybe even. But as I said, Venus is retrograde, and then Gemini is probably going to be an interesting season to go through from now until June 20th, because it's air energy just like you. So we'll see. First we're going to check what this Justice card is saying. So I shuffled until I seen the Justice card, and we're going to see the cards right underneath you for some kind of message in May. So we have the Ace of Swords. I love it. We have the Page of Cups. We have the Nine of Pentacles and the Hanged Man and the Ten of Pentacles. So first card is the Ace of Swords. That's the most powerful. But with this lineup here, there could be new communication. There could be new love. There's definitely some kind of new clarity, new beginning. I love this because the Justice card, as you can see, Libra, also has a sword. Okay, but this is the Ace of Swords. This is the sword of justice. So decision-making sword. Sometimes has to speak in court sword, metaphorically, unless you're Judge Judy, who is a Libra, by the way. But this is a sword that anyone, especially you in May, were given, Libra. The sword that you tap into when you need to speak a truth, or when you get a new idea, when you need clarity, when you need to cut something out. Yeah, there is a decision here with the Justice card and the Ace of Swords, and it's like following your truth. But the thing is, not too shy away from that, not too far away from that Ace of Swords of truth, and maybe even being detached a little bit. You know, you've got that energy. Libra, you can definitely wield that Ace of Swords. We've got the Page of Cups, though. How do you feel about this energy? This young Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio energy, this energy of new love. You know, yeah, there's this profound, obscene amount of clarity and new beginnings mentally in May. But there's also this new approach that you need to take with emotion. And this might be manifested through a crush or a poem or a song or music. That could all help, certainly. Or this could be, you know, synchronicities the universe is trying to give you. But it's new love. It's a Pisces. It could be a child. There is fertility here. There is communication, new communication intellectually. And it looks as if Libra's sprinkled a little bit of emotion on their voice. You know, there may be a little bit of emotion like crying or something. Now, this might have something to do with the Knight of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. This is Virgo to me, single energy, your abundance. Someone's single here, and the truth about that is what's attracting a new love. Someone's definitely expressing it's very new, not the King of Cups, Libra. Doesn't matter if it's male or female watching or what I'm talking about, but this Page of Cups definitely is hinting at a little bit of more than casual friendship energy. It's the energy of definitely new emotion, crush energy. Hangman, though, is a little bit of stagnancy that you're dealing with, a little bit of surrender, sacrifice, seeing something from a different way. We've got Neptune energy here. Now, that all may have something to do with the changes going on when it comes to your financial fulfillment, a career, a job, security, some kind of completion going on at the career. We have the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles, so that's not much of a difference. Very, very much energy here of, you know, seeing something in a different way, your stability, your security, your career, your future, you know, what you have now versus what you wanted to grow into. You got some change. You know, your fortune has changed, Libra, in May. Maybe some of you guys, this has changed online. This is online fortune. Some of you guys, there's a lot of fortune that you do have online, maybe Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever it might be. Or this is a plan happening with 3 people that have money. This might be 3 people's fate coming in. You could be dealing with a Leo, an Aquarius, a Scorpio, a Taurus, all the fixed energies. But the Wheel of Fortune is Jupiter energy. It's luck. It's fortune. We do have an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius to consider here. Maybe you have that in your chart watching. But there's an action you want to take maybe at work or with your fortune. Some of you guys, there's this fortune that you'd like to collaborate with. You'd like to collaborate your wheel with maybe 2 other people's wheels or 3 other people's wheels. And that's a metaphor for just bringing your good fortune and your change of event. Like, hey, things are changing for you. Things are changing for me. Why not come together, work all together? This is 3 people whose karma and whose fate kind of weave together. If they all work together, there's some kind of plan. This might have to do with travel, okay, with the Wheel of Fortune. But it is luck. It's something turning around. And this might involve a home. You know, I love seeing the Wheel of Fortune. This is Jupiter and Capricorn energy, which is a transit. Although Jupiter is squaring you, Libra, you may have to compromise. You may have to meet other people halfway to really experience this change in luck with Jupiter squaring you. But it looks great. You know, it looks very promising. It looks like someone's stability is changing in that way. All right. But before that, you have to get through the Neptune energy, which is currently in Pisces. I don't know where your Neptune is in your birth chart, but you know, there's something that the wheel is changing. Something's changing. This is Neptune and Jupiter here. Beliefs, okay? Might affect 3 people here, but this is going to change a living situation, home situation, financial situation where you felt stagnant. You're changing your perspective. You're seeing it from a different angle. Like, wow, I'm still stable. I can still do this on my own. You know, even if things are stagnant, this might be the quarantine energy, the things that have happened since then. But the thing is there's these new beginnings, new emotion and new thought. This is not quite the Ace of Cups, but the Ace of Cups comes before the Page of Cups, I'd say. You know, so it's like the Ace of Cups, this new love, this new child, these new emotions, these new beginnings in your feelings. You're just getting very clear about that. There might even be someone you're cutting off feelings for, Libra, if you want to take the more detached approach and be single. But some of you guys have felt stagnant and single and independent for too long, and now there's this communication coming in, possibly from a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. But what I'd like to say here, Libra, is this is your overall energy. I love this. The Ace of Swords is right by you. You already have a sword. It's almost like the 2 of Swords here, if you consider the sword and the Justice and the sword and the Ace. But that's a hell of a card to have right behind you. That means some of you guys were on that vibe of new mentality and intellect in May. You know, again, just maybe cutting things off and detaching, but speaking your truth. And there's victory here as well in your mind, like mental triumph. So let's see, Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. First card out, Knight of Swords. This is not that different than the Ace of Swords. Some people even say the Ace of Swords is what is being carried in the Knight. of Swords. Now, maybe this sword's a little bit more dull because when you consider this Knight of Swords slash Gemini energy, things are said a lot. They're not always as well thought out. So this could easily be your energy as a Libra. It's coming out for the 1st of May. Like, to me as a reader, the first card out is the most powerful. It's what wanted to come out first to start set the whole tone for the reading. But just for me, not that you can't experience this at all throughout May, but this might have been how some of you guys came into May, having to think quickly, things kind of rushing forward, thoughts going a mile a minute. You know, that's different than the Libra vibration. The Libra vibration to me is more King of Swords, Queen of Swords. That's also Aquarian, but you know what I mean? It's more of a, you guys are a little bit more of a mastered than this Knight, but even so, you're an energetic match for it this month. So there might have been some kind of quick truth message that came in to start May off, okay? Even though Gemini season doesn't happen till the end of May, you had that Gemini vibration in your mind going on. The Knight of Swords sometimes thinks or says before he thinks. He doesn't care about the consequences of his words, which isn't good or bad in my opinion. It's being said either way. So it might be that kind of situation. It's definitely truth that's on the way to you. Bottom of the deck, yep, Two of Swords, that Libra energy. This is Libra to me, the Two of Swords. Kind of like that Justice, the Justice and the Ace of Swords. So far, May is all about, like, the areas in your life where you're super clear, Libra, about everything in your mind, like, whatever's going on in your life in May. And I know a lot of our lives have changed. A lot of our thoughts have changed over the last couple months when what's going on in the world and stuff. There's been lots of changes at work and in relationships and at home. And I'm talking to so many different people here, but what I can see, like a common theme that all of you may be able to resonate with, is there's a need to make up your mind, Libra, first of all. And you know, with these two decisions, there's something that kept you stuck at the beginning of May. For many of you, this is retrospection. You'll have to let me know in the comments how this played out, but there was a decision that you needed to really just go with one. Perhaps there was a new truth, and then there's the truth on the other end of things, that your Libra truth. This is pretty much channeling right now. I'm just channeling this for you, but there's apparently something called a Libra truth versus the truth in general, which to me, that would just be your personal truth as a diplomat, as a Libra. And then there's the truth that maybe others may share, or the truth of your duality. You know, there is a balance to consider here, but there's a very difficult decision that the only way to get out of it was to, like, just kind of run with one and say something, speak something, because this is kind of stagnant. Beyond the Two of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles. So there was a slow up of money that involved you not being able to make. This is definitely a different kind of Knight than the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles waits for stability to move forward, waits for practicality, is reliable. Virgo energy, Taurus, Capricorn might have been linked to this decision, or it was a financially slow decision. You waited till you had the money. Knight of Swords don't give a fuck, and this is the card that came out. So either way, maybe you waited a little bit to make up your mind about money, but, you know, eventually this burden got really heavy. This might be a burden that involves children or a home. We got Six of Cups, and we do have the Gemini energy. So you were just waiting. There was something that you wanted to do at the beginning of May. You guys might have said something in regards to it, but you waited till the end of May, just because we have Gemini energy in the foresight. This had to do with a home. Maybe some of you are dealing with a Gemini. Just to show you, we have the Ten of Cups and the Lovers. So there could have been a choice in regards to your home in some way. Now, let's see. What's going on with Libra? Sun, Moon, and Rising for May 2020. We have the Page of Wands coming out in reverse. So, yeah, there was something you intellectually you wanted to take off with, but there's this Page of Wands in reverse. So this is not good news. This is like someone who's not expressing themselves. This is like someone who's... It's like the ego of a child, okay? Immaturity, maybe. Yeah, bottom of the deck is the High Priestess. Someone here may have a Leo moon, Aries moon, Sagittarius moon. Someone here is not expressing something. They're keeping it a secret. And maybe I'm getting an antsy kind of feeling, like there's ants in your pants with this secret. Something that you really want to say, and I don't know what that's in regards to. We have, a relationship, I guess. There's a secret relationship, secret emotional connection at the beginning of May, where you really want to express this truth. There's a truth here that really wants to be expressed, but the Page of Wands is in reverse, which is not expressing it. You know, there's no fire behind what this person is saying. So we'll see what this progresses into, but so far there's secret feelings. There might be a secret reconciliation for somebody at the beginning of May, where two people get together at nighttime or in secret. Yeah, this is you, Libra. Maybe a male Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, if this is not you, but look, we had you having to make a decision. We have you having to make a decision hugely here. And it has to do with love. Two of Swords, Two of Cups, and the secrets of that. So it's interesting, Libra. You are brilliant because you're able to express your truth so quickly at the beginning of May, like the Knight of Swords. And there's a Gemini and a Leo here. There's something here that someone doesn't do or doesn't express as well because of a child in the past. Something that was expressed in the past is indicated here with the Page of Wands in reverse. Maybe someone doesn't want to express something as the truth because it's a secret or because they don't have all the facts. You know how that is, Libra, when you don't have all the facts for something. So there's something you didn't express. Maybe you just didn't want to come off as this Knight of Swords. That's going to be hard in Gemini season because so far we've only had about almost a week, maybe not even a week. No, not even a week of Gemini season yet. And already I can see people are much quicker to communicate their truth, much more petty, much more bold to say certain things. So there's a lot of arguments. This could definitely be an argument, Knight of Swords. This is definitely the energy people take on in arguments. Like, I'm just going to say, it's like a fight, you know. This is the Knight of Swords, the Knight of Words, quick words, sharp tongue. Maybe someone doesn't want to express something because it'll start an argument. So let's see, what do we have for Libra for May 2020, please? We have the Death card. So there's also a Scorpio joining this. Someone has a Scorpio sun, moon, or rising, or maybe this was the Scorpio full moon. A lot of us are getting the Death card right around this area of the reading because there was a Scorpio full moon, and that's in your second house, Libra, of money, finances. So I can't tell you how important money and the things you own and your resources were, not only because it was Taurus season in May, but also because there was a full moon in your second house, which is that Taurus energy. But for you, it's Scorpio, because you go Libra, Scorpio. Sagittarius is your third house. Capricorn is your fourth house. And this goes especially for Libra risings. You might want to watch for your rising sign if you really want to resonate. Sometimes it resonates more than your sun. But as far as this reading, yeah, we've got some change going on here now. It's interesting. I do think this had a lot to do with your second house of finances because we have the Two of Pentacles. So there was an ending. There was something that needed to change that involved a Scorpio or the Scorpio full moon on May 7th. This is the first week of May we're still covering, technically. Okay? So there was some kind of ending to some kind of choice or stress, financially juggling. Okay, this is someone who's really trying to make ends meet. There may be two different things you value here, and therefore, you know, want something that needs to end so that another thing can begin. But this is stress. Yeah, you had a lot of options as far as money and stability. You were definitely juggling more than one option, and it doesn't have to be in relationships or love. You guys let me know. That could definitely be a thing. But I just see juggling options is how I'm going to say it. And I'm also going to say that I see you're hanging on to certain resources here too. I think the Scorpio full moon brought completion to certain things that you're giving away, Libra. And that can help a Libra with balance. Similar to what I just talked to Virgo about. Now we have a Leo coming out, the Strength card. So we got Leo, Scorpio that might be important. We have a Leo twice, okay? There's definitely something here a Leo isn't expressing. Or a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, or a child, okay? But there's definitely, because someone didn't express something, because someone was too indecisive at the beginning of May, didn't make up their mind, there might have been an ending or a missed opportunity. I don't see that so much yet, but I do see someone holding themselves back. If they don't have Leo energy, Sun, Moon, Rising, there's the strength to let something end without speaking, Libra. That would be hard for a Libra, to not act quickly on that truth. Remember, you have the Ace of Swords behind you this month, so you've got that new beginning, you've got the new thoughts, you've got, you know how it is as an air sign when you gain a mental perspective of something, you almost need to speak about it, you almost need to intellectualize it so that you can even further detach. So I don't know where that falls in your guys' lives, but yeah, definitely there could definitely be something you're not expressing until the end of May, because it's gonna there's endings attached to it, it's going to change things. So there's definitely an energy, like I'll show you. The Page of Wands in reverse is so much like this. They even have similar color schemes. This is definitely the warm energy of passion, happiness, expression. It's even the energy of like, the yellow and the orange chakra. I know the orange chakra is the sacral. I think the yellow chakra is the solar plexus. So if those of you out there that are spiritual and do the chakra thing, we got yellow and orange. Basically holding yourself back at the beginning of May, you didn't feel very confident, Page of Wands in reverse, or someone didn't. You can see how these energies are the same. The Page of Wands is being held back because of what he didn't express, and the Strength card is all about knowing that it took strength, not to express yourself. Maybe you saved yourself from an argument here, Libra, and you just let things in. You're like, let me just hold back because I know this is all going to be over in a month or so. You know, you could definitely be dealing with a Leo. Bottom of the deck, King of Pentacles, oddly. We got a random Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn that might be important. That's a synchronicity because of my watch. Now, this might just be about some kind of finance, or yeah, I do see this might be about a Capricorn man. Or just someone who, whether they're male or female, they are like the breadwinner. They have their own money. They have their own stability. Knight of Cups. This could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, or new love to an earth sign. Some kind of loving message about stability, security, a hard worker. Okay, we'll see. I don't know if someone's holding themselves back, trying to save their money. I did see that. Yeah, someone's dealing with a Pisces here because we have the moon card coming out. Okay, Pisces, Gemini, and then Pisces, because the Nine of Cups is even the Sun in Pisces card. So I don't know if there's, we just had 3 indications of a Pisces. There could be multiple Pisces. Someone here may have Pisces energy in their chart, and then they're dealing with a Pisces exterior. Or maybe, yeah, I don't know, all right? But we do have an indication of a Pisces here, okay? Or Cancer. You know, the reason why we got Scorpio, Leo, Pisces, the reason why someone's holding themselves back, okay, because we go into the second half, I forgot to mention that, but we're going to the second half of May, if I didn't mention that, and, you know, it's like you're coming from this energy, at least what I see is taming yourself, not being so sharp to express and rush in. And it's absolutely because you can't see. Like the Gemini new moon is illustrated here, which was on the 24th of May. No, the 22nd, sorry. But around that time, the 22nd, the 23rd, the 24th, there was that, the Gemini new moon is all about rushing forward. This is actually a great illustration. It's like rushing forward, that clarity that you have with the Ace of Swords, Libra. But then being met with your emotion, being met with, oh, actually I'm not quite sure. Detail gets blurred here. Like the moon brings up illusions. It is Pisces. Again, you could be dealing with a Pisces. There may be a Pisces that is significant at the end of May, or at least the second half of May. But other than that, the moon is illusions, like following your intuition, being afraid of like what you don't know with this new moon in Gemini. The period of May 22nd to June 7th. There's this unknown cycle of a wish coming true. I don't know if there's fears that are accurate to mention here because the moon is fears and illusion and the subconscious. I don't know if there's a dream that you guys have, but this is the wish come true. There's something very satisfying and emotional here. Now this is a Pisces that you may be feeling this way about. And we have the King of Wands at the bottom. So I don't know if this is someone who's exterior, someone who's just attractive, an action that you'd like to take in secret. Someone here is secretly satisfied. Again, we have an indication here of someone who's secretly has feelings. Someone's secretly wishing for something. Hello. New love. Someone wants to take action on new love. But this would change everything. You know, this really would. This would really initiate. And this might be fated. There is a love here. And it might be Aries, Leo, Sag. Or if not, guys, take it as it resonates. Could be a Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I see Sag here. A male Sagittarius soulmate. But there's basically an action that you're wanting to take. This is like weird for you, Libra, but you feel in your heart that you should do this because it's destined. You know it's going to change everything. This might be someone you work with. This might be someone you want to live with. This is a career and a job, and there's definitely a Leo here. But the problem is, in order to get this new spark, of course, there's going to be endings, right? But I love to see this moon and this Nine of Cups. I mean, I'm a Pisces. I'm just naturally drawn to that energy because, wow, that's like soul sufficiency. Someone here is emotionally fulfilled at the end of May. There's a person, place, or thing that contributes to this feeling, but there's conflict because of that. Isn't there, Libra? Libras always get conflicted when it comes to their own damn happiness, and they wonder why you don't make decisions, because once you do, it's like you disrupt the peace, because you can't make everybody happy, right, Libra? You can't. If you can't beat them, join them, is what I hear with this kind of situation. There's conflict, maybe even a small fight, a quarrel. I've already said competition, conflict, and this is fire energy, so a lot of people in this card, might be 5 people, you might work with them, they may be people you live with, they may just be different encounters. It's getting closer and closer to the end of the May, though, in this reading, and this has something to do maybe with what you didn't express, okay? It might come back around or something. Bottom of the deck is the King of Pentacles. It could be about money. This right here is either you're fighting with an earth sign, a stubborn earth sign, someone's stubbornly clinging to their money. There may be selfishness here, but something needs to change about how people express their stability. And again, there's this new love with I don't know if this is Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, love energy. Yeah, we do have a Capricorn Pisces. I see it in the cards, yes. And there could definitely be an argument with a Capricorn, or if you're not dealing with a Capricorn or don't have Capricorn energy, sun, moon, or rising, there's just a toxic, someone here communicates so toxically. They communicate like conversating, this is like arguing with the devil. Conversating with this person is you're never right. You know, they're never wrong. You can't even, I don't know what it is. I don't even like this energy. It's a headache. It's like someone here is literally in a fight with the devil. You have to pick your battles wisely with this person, place, or thing. This might be someone who's battling with an addiction. Maybe this is someone you talk to when they're drunk and it's like, ew. Like talking to this person when they're drunk or when they're on a certain drug, it's like you always argue. That might lead to a breakup. Okay, there just might be some kind of significant argument, but the thing is this pushes you into that new beginning, possibly with a water sign. I'm not sure, but I see a breakup here. I see someone who gets in an argument with a toxic individual, and I don't know. It's like either way, there's this new love or this new beginning with a different person, but this all starts, like, I don't like seeing the Five of Wands anywhere near the Five of Swords, because that could easily be an argument that turns physical, so just be careful of any battles. It looks okay, though. It looks like there's just some people expressing themselves in a, you know, maybe a hot-tempered way, and that's okay, Libra. We almost had the Seven of Wands come out with that, though. So this is someone who's really standing up for themselves. All right, yeah, look. You just pulled all the battle cards. So honestly, this is just the cards telling me that this ain't no lighthearted thing to mention to Libra. This has everything to do with that juggling you were doing with that Two of Pentacles trying to sneak out. It has to do with the values of you and others, which makes sense. But with the Five of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the Seven, that's pretty much all the battle cards. I don't think there's any other battle cards. So in order to stand up for yourself, yeah, you already know that you got to keep your guard up. You got to defend yourself, protect something, right? But there's something going on here as we enter the end of May, going into June. Last week or few days of May, looks like there's a little bit of conflict for some reason, Libra. So what else do we have for Libra? Yeah, you got to save your money. You need to hang on to your money. We've got the Four of Pentacles, Page of Pentacles, High Priestess. Could be earth sign energy important here. But I think this is new money that you want to hang on to. It's like $400, $500, maybe thousands. But either way, this is secret money maybe. Because there's something you don't know about this with the High Priestess. Follow your intuition. Could involve a Sagittarius or patience, moderation, balance. So Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Give me the last few days of May for them. And we have the Four of Wands. Interesting. Bottom of the deck, Two of Cups. So the end of May, there is some kind of commitment, wedding, ceremony, happy celebration in the home. Could be any of those things. Four of Wands is all those energies. And we got the 4 and the 5. So it's interesting. We're kind of going backwards here that because of there's conflict in a home. Some of you are experiencing conflict in a marriage at the end of May. Or maybe if you live with 5 people, this may be like a quarrel in the home or something. But keep in mind, there's still this Moon and this Nine of Cups. Secretly, at a soul level, knowing what would emotionally make you happy in this situation, Libra. Okay? And maybe applying what you wanted to do and the quick decisions you wanted to make and express at the beginning of May to how you start June out. Okay? Because, wow, there's definitely maybe a reconciliation. I don't know if there's someone who comes into the home. Because I see a fight or something and someone like kind of going to a more peaceful foundation. Like, okay, I'm going to go to this house then. I don't know what this is, but it's a strong emotional connection. Soulmate twin flame at the end of May. Keep an eye out for that, guys. And you're going to know because this person's going to come to you or you're going to come to this person in the midst of them going through conflict or you going through conflict. They might even get in a fight. Look, this is so linked to change. These are just, I don't want to say these are people who are karmically meant to be together or destined. Again, remember, it's like both of these two people are, their fortune is compatible fortune. There we go. All right, destiny brought these two people together. This is maybe a reconciliation, a soulmate. I don't know if this has to do with someone you work with or a team situation, co-worker energy. You might meet them online, Libra. Yeah, you may have to, this is maybe a long distance thing. It could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, because look, we have the Saturn card, the World card, and the, wow, look at this. Some of you guys are in a physical, like, business, money. This is definitely a divine, yeah. This is a karmic relationship. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy, but King and Queen of Pentacles, they're, yeah, look what goes beyond them. There's a lot of Pentacle energy here, but it's linked to something you need to walk away from. If you're hanging on to something because of money or, you know, that's not love. So there may be an earth sign you need to end things with. okay? There may be a physical business relationship you need to end things with so that you can team up with a more fated collaboration. You're fated to collaborate with somebody at the end of May because one of these people may be someone you have an emotional connection with. Let's get one more card. Give me one more for Libra for May. And we have the Six of Cups. This is someone who's probably coming back from the past. That's why you secretly know. That's why this energy here of secretly knowing what emotionally fulfills you instead of this bullshit, instead of this conflict and this quarreling. You know, Libras, I know you guys can be argumentative, but there's a difference between being argumentative and literally not having peace. Like, honestly, arguing, it doesn't disrupt Libra's peace. Not always, not usually. I'll tell you what disrupts the Libra's peace. Literally all the fighting and the hostile. Like, you guys are peaceful people, and people don't always think that about you, Libra, because you're just confrontational verbally. But there's a difference between that and it getting to the point where, like, things are being thrown around or you know, you're not Mars, Libra. You're not Mars, so you don't like to start wars. And I do see someone is going through that at a wedding or in a home or in a family situation, in a marriage, okay? And it's because there's a twin flame soulmate. Someone coming back from your past, Libra, friend, whatever, foe. Someone from there's a childhood home that is important here that someone may revisit because we end the month with, it's very nostalgic, and it's interesting. We have Leo in your reading, and Leo, you might want to watch the Leo reading because they really had the Six of Cups in their reading. So that could be that Leo energy that's coming in. Yeah, something's very hidden here, right here. We start the second half of May, so, you know, the 17th, the 18th, the 19th, the 20th, there was some kind of secret fulfillment that you're keeping a secret. That might cause conflict in the home, but either way, something you held yourself back from or been taming yourself from not wanting or doing. We got that coming in the next 3 weeks, 3 months, you know, for some of you 3 years, but for the Three of Wands to be at the bottom of your deck, this is going to happen. Like, you're going to feel it at the end of May with this conflict, okay, and this person coming back, this memory. Maybe it has to do with children in the home. You could be dealing with an Aries, okay, we've got children in the home, but Three of Wands, the Sun, the Knight of, yeah, this is something that's been slow. We got a Virgo Sag here. You might have to wait for the Sagittarius full moon on June 7th, but as early as June 7th, to July 7th, we're going to have these passionate messages coming in that are going to make you happy. Like this right here is definitely Leo, Sag, Aries energy. Happiness and good news and adventure, okay? Spontaneity coming in your future, maybe even travel, Libra. But the thing is you're going to have to move a bit slower and wait for this money and this earth sign energy to come in, this stability, so that you can lower a burden, so that you can feel less burdened. It's never good to be burdened and grounded because then you're just grounded heavily. There's a difference between being grounded and heavy, Libra. So basically May was all about foresight, waiting for something to come in that's just across seas. Happiness is just overseas for you. Some of you would really like to travel to a warmer place soon. You would really, really like to do that. And there's going to be good news coming in as far as that. This might involve children as well, or again, Leo, Sagittarius. So you know what to do, Libra. Don't forget that was your message that came out. So this is what I have, guys. Thank you so much for still watching, even though we're in June. I'm going to try to get my June videos up a bit earlier so I don't face this problem again next month. But if you have any questions or comments, put them below. And if you'd like to get a personal reading because this resonated, please look in my description box for my email so we can further talk about that, okay? This looks lovely though, Libra. A lot of change, all right? I'll talk to you guys again in June. Bye.